Kris Kristofferson, a Rhodes Scholar with a deft writing style and rough charisma who became a country music superstar and A-list Hollywood actor, has died. Like and subscribe NewsClub for more updates. Kristofferson died at his home in Maui, Hawaii, on Saturday, family spokesperson E.B. McFarland said in an email. He was 88, McFarland said. Kristofferson died peacefully, surrounded by his family. No cause was given. Starting in the late 1960s, the Brownsville, Texas, native wrote such classic standards as Sunday Mornin Comin Down, Help Me Make It Through the Night, For the Good Times and Me and Bobby McGee. Kristofferson was a singer himself, but many of his songs were best known as performed by others. Whether Ray Price crooning For the Good Times or Janis Joplin belting out Me and Bobby McGee. He also starred opposite Ellen Burstyn in director Martin Scorsese's 1974 film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, starred opposite Barbra Streisand in the 1976 A Star Is Born, and acted alongside Wesley Snipes in Marvel's Blade in 1998. Kristofferson, who could recite William Blake from memory, wove intricate folk music lyrics about loneliness and tender romance into popular country music. With his long hair and bell-bottomed slacks and counterculture songs influenced by Bob Dylan, he represented a new breed of country songwriters along with such peers as Willie Nelson, John Prine. At times, the legend of Kristofferson was larger than real life. Cash liked to tell a mostly exaggerated story of how Kristofferson, a former U.S. Army pilot, landed a helicopter on Cash's lawn to give him a tape of Sunday Mornin Comin Down with a beer in one hand. Over the years in interviews, Kristofferson said with all respect to Cash, while he did land a helicopter at Cash's house, the man in black wasn't even home at the time. The demo tape was a song that no one ever actually cut, and he certainly couldn't fly a helicopter holding a beer. In a 2006 interview with the Associated Press, he said he might not have had a career without Cash. Shaking his hand when I was still in the Army backstage at the Grand Ole Opry was the moment I decided I'd come back, Kristofferson said. It was electric. He kind of took me under his wing before he cut any of my songs. He cut my first record that was Record of the Year. He put me on stage the first time. One of his most recorded songs, Me and Bobby McGee, was written based on a recommendation from Monument Records founder Fred Foster. Foster had a song title in his head called Me and Bobby McGee, named after a female secretary in his building. Kristofferson said in an interview in the magazine, performing songwriter, that he was inspired to write the lyrics about a man and woman on the road together after watching the Federico Fellini film, La Strada. In 1973, he married fellow songwriter Rita Coolidge, and together they had a successful duet career that earned them 2 Grammy Awards. They divorced in 1980, he retired from performing and recording in 2021, making only occasional guest appearances on stage. In 2003, Kristofferson received the Free Speech Award from the Americana Music Association. A year later, he became a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. He also received multiple Lifetime Achievement honors, including from the Recording Academy, the Country Music Association and the Academy of Country Music. Kristofferson is survived by his wife Lisa, his 8 children, and 7 grandchildren. He was married 3 times, first to Fran Beer in 1960. He married singer Rita Coolidge in 1973, and their duets album that year, Full Moon, became one of Kristofferson's biggest hits, crossing over into the pop charts top 30. They divorced in 1980. He is survived by his 3rd wife, Lisa Myers, whom he married in 1983 and had 5 children with, adding to 3 other children from his first 2 marriages.